what is the Bohemian Music Festival?
It's a music festival that's going to take place on the third week of April in 2015 in Galway City, over 4 venues which are all located within 30 seconds of each other. The reason for this being that we want to create like a small environment where different music is happening in different venues, and if somebody doesn't like what's happening in one venue, they can move along to the next one. Kind of create, I suppose, like a small festival, carnival atmosphere within those 4 places that take place in Roisin Dove, Monroe's nightclub, the Blue Note, and the Crane Bar. Yeah, tickets are going to be priced at roughly about €35 for a weekend and then €20 per day, and it'll be all unsigned artists, all amateur artists looking to, I suppose, portray their stuff, portray their music, and on a grander scale, I suppose. But there will also be some professional acts as well that will headline, all from Ireland. It's a whole homegrown festival, and yeah, it should be pretty fun.
And where did the idea come from?
Well, we were looking at putting the festival on somewhere in Ireland, so we had a look at Dublin, but Dublin is completely saturated at the moment. You go out anywhere on a night in Dublin and you're going to pay €10–15 to go in and see 1 or 2 bands. Same thing is going to happen down in Cork, same thing is going to happen in Limerick. Same thing does happen in Galway, but we notice that it's not as saturated as other places. And what we're looking to do is, again, you pay €35 for a weekend, you can get into all these venues. 4 venues gives you a huge choice of probably getting to see the guts of maybe 50, 55 bands. You've got a choice between all of them. I think that's what we wanted to do. I mean, there are other festivals, such as Hard Working Class Heroes, that do that, but I think we tended to feel that those festivals had a Dublin bias, such as same with the Cork one. Cork has a bit of a Dublin bias to it as well. I think what we want in Galway is, like, we'd love people to travel from everywhere. This is all Ireland. If you want to come from Belfast, Dublin, Cork, Waterford, anywhere, we want you. We want to hear your music. We want to see you play.
Tell me more about the reason why so many acts are amateurs.
Again, just going back to it, we want them to, we want to give them an opportunity to show what they've got. I mean, we're also going to be inviting, like, you know, record labels and agents and stuff like that to come and see their stuff. I mean, the majority of people, the majority of these amateur acts are going to, oh, it's harsh to say amateur acts, but the unsigned acts, they end up going out and performing 3–4 nights a week and get paid very, very little, sometimes nothing. We just want to give them that opportunity to play on a really, really cool scale in front of people that get their music, in front of a big crowd, and in front of people who might actually be, like, genuinely interested in seeing what they have, seeing what they've got, and down the road, whatever can happen for them would be great.
So that brings me to ask what the target audience really is.
Well, as we discussed earlier, what is a target audience when it comes to something like music? When you can use, you look at something like a Bruce Springsteen gig, and you can say to yourself, there's going to be people in their mid-60s going to see Bruce Springsteen, there's going to be people in their early 20s going to see Bruce Springsteen. That range is exactly the same for our festival, because we have so many different styles of music. It's all very eclectic, so there is no real target audience for us. Anybody can come. We're pretty sure that you're going to find something you're interested in, whether it be hard rock or smooth jazz. You're going to be interested in something.
Tell me more about the name Bohemian. Where did that come from?
Simply Bohemian Rhapsody. It's as easy as that. We looked at, I saw a festival, I think it was in somewhere like Texas or something like that, and it was a song title. I think it was something like Songs for the Deaf Festival, and I was like, going, oh, that's pretty cool. It was just like, that's the name of the song, we just taken that and created a festival out of, or festival name of it. So I said, well, what are the most famous songs? And I had a look through some of them, and then Bohemian Rhapsody came into my head, and I said, well, I don't particularly like Bohemian Rhapsody, but I like Bohemian. Bohemian sounds good, sounds nice. So then when you actually go and do the definition of Bohemian, you realise that the main definition of it is an unconventional sort of being. I think that kind of hit everything that we wanted, is that this is an unconventional festival. We want all different types, we want everybody here